This is the Metal Queens Podcast. I'm Steve Richards, the Metal Queens Podcast, where fierce voices, heavy riffs, and unstoppable women in rock and metal take center stage. Today, we're heading north to Montreal to spotlight one of the most electrifying new forces in industrial rock. Linx is a female fronted industrial rock duo. They are signed to Metalville Records and led by the formidable Z, better known as Z, Zanev Jaber. Did I get that right?
Yep.
The official name,
Yeah, Zanab.
but
Zanab.
Z for short.
Yeah,
A
see for sure.
self-taught multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, filmmaker too, and force of nature. Z blends heavy grooves, cinematic textures, poetic lyricism, and raw power into something truly original. Their long-awaited and it's awesome 13-track debut album Annihilation came out this summer, and it's already turning heads across the global rock and metal scene. So welcome, Z, to the Metal Queens podcast.
Hello, Steve.
So
Thank you.
Lynx is described as groovy, heavy, moody, poetic, cinematic too. When you first imagined this project, what did Lynx need to sound like for you?
It was pretty instrumental. It was, Fred had an idea to like just create a band that's like kind of instrumental, just using synths, making a little bit like, with electric guitars and stuff. And then it turned out into like just me trying a couple of songs, and then it turned out into like a blend of mix of genres and you know initially it was supposed to be like an instrumental band, and then we made it more like a vocal thing with, being inspired by many genres like soundtracks, metal, rock, alternative rock. But that was the main idea. There's no like specific roots or like specific goal. It was just like, hey, let's have an industrial metal band and have fun with it and just be creative and just not have any limits or any definition of it.
How did you get together with Fred?
He contacted me through social media, so I didn't know about it. But he just saw my profile. He just sent me a quick message to send me a track. He sent me a track and just said like, "Oh, would you try some vocals in it?" And I did not take it seriously, and I didn't even open his link until like 3 months later. He was like, "Hey, did you listen to it?" I'm like, "Ah, damn it, I was so busy. I'm sorry." And then I just opened it on my I think I was driving and I just opened it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to it. I'm like, okay, this sounds actually cool. It's a cool project. I like kind of love it. It was just like synths, basics, and I ended up going there. We had a kind of a rehearsal thing. I went to the studio actually to try out some vocals on that track, and it turned out to be kind of cool. It was the first, it was Fox and Crow, so that was the first song. It
Hmm.
was the first thing that friend, it was like the his basic idea of it, and it just added vocals in it, not having any idea what it would be. Like, I'm sorry, like this, I can't do it. You gotta go.
Oh, there he
Um,
is.
this is one of them. But anyway, so it
Very
was
cute.
Foxing. Yeah, we just started jamming and then started composing together. I think it was like a winter 2022, I think. We just started writing more music related like with like more metal, more cultural, more lyrics wise, while imagining music videos and stuff. Lucky. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
Now,
Yeah.
Z, industrial rock can be cold, it can be mechanical, but one of the things I noticed too, listening to the album, Lynx feels emotional, almost hypnotic too. How do you balance human vulnerability with industrial precision?
Hmm. Interesting. I think as a duo band, it's a mix of me and Fred. It's
Mm,
a mix of like the synths that he adds and the vocals that I do while, being a Middle Eastern singer that also loves like the cinematography, like soundtracks, the cultural aspects, metal, the screams, just putting that together without even thinking about it. It just creates what it is. Kind of like with the instruments, synths, and it's like I said, usually I would thinking about industrial music, it's mostly like, like effects on vocals, kind of like a pattern, a certain pattern. But for me, it's like being inspired by like many of amazing female singers that don't necessarily like do industrial, but more metal, more rock, more like clean vocals. Just
Yeah.
adding that together creates what Linx is basically.
Annihilation, that's a powerful title. What does that word represent to you personally and artistically?
That's it was like after writing the album that we did not have a specific term, but just being inspired by actually like my personal life in a way of also the vision, the political aspect, just by being a person that has escaped the war when I was a kid, when I was 13, just putting these like subjects together, creating like this perspective and vision about like the outside world, the war, the identities told in these different themes we made in a way that like at the end we're like, what should this album called? And we figured Annihilation would be awesome in terms of like the subjects that are being talked about and the whole thing together, like just the entire like destruction and before rebuilding. I'm saying too much. But yeah, I mean, it's yeah, it just happened to think about like okay, like identity war, kind of political identity, self, mental health, all of these together. Like annihilation can mean different things and not just like a physical thing, but also an emotional thing.
Is there a track on Annihilation that challenged you the most, creatively or emotionally?
Um, Creatively and emotionally, I think Dream Watcher
Hmm.
is would be it. I remember like it's kind of like it's different from the other songs. It's very personal to me, and it's been written like in a simple way. I remember just writing it, and at some point, I was like near the end when I thought about it, I had the idea of like doing the three vocals at the same time at the end, and what it meant. I actually kind of like I was emotional about it when
Hmm.
I was just like improvising in it on my living room. I got emotional about it, and then comes the music video, which is like these places that I had in mind also are a meaning to what the song is and how I discovered these places, like the under the bridge location, what it means. It's more like really personal to me, and that was a challenge. And also like with the vocals, the way of singing and the just like hiring it and pushing it a bit more. I think that was it. It was, yeah, I think I would choose Dreamwatcher.
Have you performed that one live yet?
Yes, acoustic.
And what was
To
that like? What was the audience's reaction to it?
It's good. It's it's just soft. Like just playing it in an acoustic is just a break between like, okay, let's go guys, let's have fun, blah, blah, blah. And then comes Dream Watcher and it's like something personal to me and just like I can sing it differently. I sing it differently, like just more soft, clean singing with an acoustic guitar. Just like I feel like on stage I'm vulnerable in front of just being on stage with just me and the guitar all of a sudden when you're not expecting it in a way and ch- doing it my way, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the challenge, not adding the three vocals, etc. Just like singing clean acoustic. Yeah.
The song One Step has become a major entry point into the Linx universe. What makes that song special to you?
This is the fun song,
Mm.
it's it's the one where like let's have fun with it. I remember just I was in San Diego at some point and I was taking a train to go to LA. No, actually, it's the opposite. I was in LA and was taking a train to go to San Diego, and it was on New Year's Eve. So on New Year's Eve, Fred had an idea of the track, One Step. He just sent me the instrumental, and I was on a train next to the window. It was like 9 p.m. or something. I listened to it and I started writing this song about like my crush in LA. So it was kind of like, oh, let's have fun with this. And it was like, okay, let's make it rock and roll. Joan Jett, Billy Idol. So heck, it was like the less serious song, but it was still inspired by like my travel in LA and my adventure in LA and like Fred like deciding not to hang out with his friend and just being home and recording music. And just like me writing the whole lyrics on a train going to San Diego, I feel like that was that's it's kind of special to have like have fun with it. And like then I went to the studio, recorded bass and guitar, adding on it, and like I did the rhythm solo and bass. It was just like a fun song to do, and like finding some ideas like on the spot. Like there's like a little rhythm on the guitar, which is like gothic, and that was
Mm.
like that was in the spot, like also in the studio. So yeah, I think it's special to what's special about a song is on this one is like just, not taking it as like it's not part of Annihilation. It's just like something really on the side in a way. But heck, why not? Why not?
Yeah. Z, you're self-taught and play multiple instruments, vocals, guitar, bass, keys. How does that shape your songwriting process?
Um, it doesn't. I mean, I don't know how it shapes it, itself. I mean, not sure I understand. But I mean, it's, there's a lot of songs like Lost in Between. There's a couple of songs that are like that we would start the writing process playing guitar or the keys, and then would add synth and stuff. But it's just playing different instruments means, sitting in my studio or bedroom and just like having fun with an acoustic guitar or electric guitar and just like being creative and improvising. So like the fact that I would play instruments means that I can improvise on music. Therefore, I can record the improv on my phone and go from there. This is the fun part about being a musician is just to improvise and to make magic with what you improvise with. It's not just the singing part because I mean you can definitely improvise with singing, but I have fun more playing guitar and singing at the same time. Like, oh, this could be a good idea for an album or like for a song, you know?
Your Middle Eastern background subtly weaves into the music. How intentional is that cultural fusion there?
It was not intentional at all.
Mm.
It was,
It just
I
comes
mean,
out.
it comes out. It definitely comes out.
Yeah.
It, I mean, it's in the blood. I mean, it's it's in the roots and it's in the DNA. You don't say like, oh, I want to do something like that. It's just like, oh, that would be nice if I would add some trubaki in the song with like an electric guitar. So like, if you listen to Dimension or Them, which is مختلف, it's definitely like some cultural elements. Them was actually the song that's written in Arabic, مختلف. It's actually like, oh, let's like it. Let's. I was at Fred's place and I was like, oh, let's have fun with like an industrial, more like direction without being too hardcore. And then while I was like improvising vocals on what we were composing, automatically for some reason I started singing in Arabic, like like just like a soft vocals. And I'm like, yeah, that can be definitely like in a Middle Eastern vibe and like packed with an English chorus. It just came along and
Yeah.
then I wrote the lyrics after that. But just improvising on this an instrument was not intentionally supposed to be like a Middle Eastern song. It's just I wasn't it just came like that when I was just improvising on a mic to create a demo, you know?
But a very cool touch.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. And then like the percussion and all that came after. I mean, you don't decide. Sometimes it's like sometimes, when you drive a car, you don't necessarily pay attention on where you're driving. You just drive it like, oh, how did I get there?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like that when you're improvising on a demo and just recording just for fun.
You also direct Linx's videos. How important is visual storytelling to this project?
Oh, it's so important. It's art, it's quality, it's putting the viewers in your vision. And with the little that we have, it's, I mean, when you think, I don't know, cyberpunk, when you think futuristic, when you think cinematography, if we're gonna add elements of, like cinematography elements, soundtracks, etc., with synths, well, why not show this in a music video as well, like in a cinematography way, or why not show ourselves, the real us just playing like dead. It's just, I mean, it's important in a way that, I mean, I love directing. I love like music videos in general, and it's always a plus. It's a big, big plus on music. It's like movies without music is not the same movie. So, and music with visuals definitely is a plus. It's a marriage. They is if they fit together perfectly, then you have a quality thing out there.
Yeah, you've worked on major productions like Transformers, Scream 6, Jack Ryan. Do you see yourself and Fred expanding Linx into a larger multimedia or cinematic experiences down the road?
100%. I was
Mm.
talking to this about friends to like maybe get some like licensing about on it. Definitely. I mean, and we're not like I mean, I'm pretty sure like we're not the only one thinking about it. Like there's Nine Inch Nails, like you know, the what they did on um Jesus, I'm so fucking tired. But I mean, it's definitely would that would be a dream to be able to do music for movies, and if I can use the band and just like have fun with Fred. We're actually already kind of working on it. Um, I'm exposing it, but like we are actually doing some demos to be able to like just to do music for movies and soundtracks. We do want to expand it. Like Throne, that movie I watched recently, and it's crazy how what Nine Inch Nails did on that movie and the soundtracks, and that's the band. Um, yeah, that would be a dream if we get there eventually.
So 2026 starting in a few weeks here. What are the other plans for you guys next year? More new music?
More music for sure. We can't help but writing. Maybe we would announce shows, tours, bigger stuff, have a bigger team to be uh to be able to do bigger stuff and to go further and not just, you know, working hard doing things and not doing anything after for sure. Like we need to go on tour, we need to play shows, we need to find a team, a bigger team to help us with this whole process. So definitely shows and um, new music coming out.
All right. So a lot still to come. We're going to hear a lot from this band, Linx. The debut album, Annihilation, came out over the summer. It's out now on Metalville Records, available on all digital platforms, CD and vinyl too. They are from Montreal. They are Linx. Z, thanks so much for joining me here on the Metal Queens podcast.
Thank you so much, Steve, for having me.
And
Cheers.
thank
Good luck
you.
on the rest.
What's that?
I'm saying I can't wait to see the rest of your podcast growing and stuff.
Well,
That's
thank you.
amazing what you're doing
Appreciate
now.
that. Yes. Thanks to Z and Links from Montreal, Canada. And thank you for watching the Metal Queens podcast. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, write a review. I will talk to you again next time.